Okay, so for problem number 8, it gave us some instructions up here. It says points A, B, and C are collinear. Point B is between A and C. It says solve the problem, hint, draw a picture. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to take a look at this information that's here, and we want to first draw a picture and then put all this information onto the picture. So the original instructions told us that A, B, and C are collinear, so I'm going to draw 3 collinear points. That means 3 points on the same line. Okay, and it told us B is between A and C. So A is over here, C is over here, and B is between them. And those points are all on the same line. Okay, now it doesn't really matter where you draw point B. We're just doing a rough sketch. Okay, now I'm going to look at the information in the drawing, or in the instructions, and put it into the drawing. So it says BC, the length of BC is 2x plus 28. So BC is right here. So I'm going to label that 2x plus 28. Okay, then it tells me AB is 11. So I'm going to label AB, that part right there, 11. Okay, and then it tells me from A to C, that length is x plus 29. So from A to C is this whole thing. So I'm going to go all the way underneath this whole line segment and label this part x plus 29. That is the length of the whole thing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the segment addition postulate that says the parts of the segment add up to the whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead and set up an equation using that. So those two things right there are the parts. So I'm going to add those together, and they equal the whole, which is this whole thing right here. So my equation I set up is going to be 11 plus 2x plus 28 is equal to the whole thing, which is x plus 29. Okay, and now all I'm going to do is solve this equation. So I'm going to go ahead and combine my like terms here, 11 and 28. That gives me 39. And now I just want to start moving my variables to the same side of the equation. So I'll subtract x. So I get x plus 39 equals 29. And last, I'll subtract 39 to get all my numbers onto the same side. So for my final answer here, I'm getting x equals negative 10. Now, if I'm not sure if that's the right answer, I can take negative 10 and plug it in here, and plug it in here, and see if all of this works out to be true. So if I plug in negative 10 here, I get 2 times negative 10 is negative 20, and negative 20 plus 28 gives me 8. Okay, so I get 8 for this part here. When I plug in negative 10 here, I get negative 10 plus 29 is 19. So 11 plus 8 does in fact make 19. So this is correct. X does equal negative 10.